In the grand epic of chess, if any player was born with a divine decree, it was Paul Morphy. Born in 1837 to a prestigious New Orleans family, Morphy grew up in a world of Southern law and high culture. His father was a state Supreme Court justice, and his home was a sanctuary of intellect. His origin is the stuff of myth. Having never received a formal lesson, a 10-year-old Morphy sat silently by as his father and uncle played. To their shock, the child intervened in a complex draw, pointing out a winning path they had missed. By 12, he faced the European master Johann Lowenthal. The image remains iconic, a tiny boy in a chair too tall for him, his feet dangling in the air. Yet, he played with a terrifying, cold precision that left the seasoned master trembling in a cold sweat, unable to fathom the child's depth. As an adult, Morphy was a brilliant lawyer, but too young to practice. This led to the most legendary sabbatical in history. In 1858, the 21-year-old crossed the Atlantic to challenge the titans of the Old World. What followed was a dimensional strike that left the continent breathless. In the cafés of Paris, he dismantled grandmasters with a speed that seemed supernatural. At the Paris Opera House, while the notes of the Barber of Seville echoed, Morphy sat with his back to the board. Playing entirely from memory, he dismantled two aristocrats in just 17 moves. This opera house game remains the ultimate masterpiece, a perfect weaponization of time and space. When he crushed the great Adolf Anderssen, the German master could only marvel, "I win my games through labor, but Morphy creates them like a Greek god, invincible and flawless." He is the spirit of the game itself. Morphy was dominant because he saw the scientific logic beneath the chaos of his time. In an era of reckless gambits, he introduced three revolutionary principles: rapid development, central control, and open lines. He proved that a brilliant attack was not a stroke of luck, but the inevitable consequence of superior positioning. He was a modern strategist trapped in a romantic age. But every legend has its shadow. Returning to America as the unofficial world champion, Morphy found a heartbreak he didn't expect. His countrymen refused to see him as a lawyer, they saw only a chess celebrity, a mere entertainer. The very brilliance that conquered Europe became a barrier to the professional life he craved. At just 22, Morphy made a choice that shattered the chess world: he walked away forever. He descended into isolation in New Orleans, walking the streets in silence and refusing to even speak of the game. In 1884, Morphy was found dead in his bathtub at age 47.